And when their third act, they pull away this odd seesaw, and you watch as swings descend from above the stage, what looks to be a set of 3 trapeze. And utilizing these same ladders, you can hear that falsetto voice that ended the last act is now brought up by the other performers into an angelic chorus. It almost feels like some sort of odd worship-adjacent like musicality that fills the chamber, echoing and swelling in this beautiful sound that feels almost like it requires reverie, but the energy of them climbing is palpable as they leap and swing and grasp and spin. Not so great. One of them misses the swing. Poof, 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 onto the wood. There's a pause. The other performers turn and look. They get up. Into a display, arms out. Big cheers, big cheers. And as they're cheering, they bow and quietly exit the stage, holding their back. It is.
Whenever it's quiet, I'm just wrestling with a paper bag of some sort. That person in the audience.
Hard candies?
Yeah.
For sure. Just lots of Werthers. Damn you, Werthers.
The performance picks up into this final act for a moment, but you can see there's like a general nervousness amongst them. They seem to almost come to a close of the performance. The musicality of their voices now introducing an element of discomfort and curiosity amongst them. They end it rather abruptly and then leave the stage. There's some clapping.
Bravo! Is that the end? That could have been the end.
That's what my hands sound like.
Imogen, be right back.
And I'll send back, starting a connection. All right, let me know for 4 minutes what's going on.
Just hamster dance plays in the background of her messages.
all of Imogen's messages are accompanied by banjo playing.
I'll talk to production, see if we can make it happen.
No.
Apparently not even funny.
Sort of lurking in the wings.
Oh. You saw lurkers?
I didn't know what to think of it at the beginning. I thought maybe it was part of the act, or I saw it and it just sort of, I don't know, it's distracted. And anyway, yeah, I think it was from someone from the Corsairs.
Keep us posted, Laudna.
Will do.
Kill a mummy.
Man, talking to her just always makes me feel so warm inside.
Sits back and thinks for a second, and you kind of take in the garish office. You can see all sorts of baubles and posters of performances past that are like plastered along the walls. You can see Esmer and the Child of Light across the Osmit, under a ruddy night. The Calamity, an interpretive dance history of Exandria's greatest tragedy.
I want to see that.
So bad.
To Kill a God, the Scanlan Short Halt one-man show. Like, it's all manner of various performance posters from throughout the years have been collected and are on display. Some seem to have maybe caught a bit of like moldy corners at the edges, but nevertheless, it is definitely a collection of keepsakes for one man who is desperately trying to keep this theater what he wants it to be.
How do you get into acting? Like, do you take a class, or like, do I need an agent of some sort? Like, I'm sure you get this question a lot.
I do, please leave.
Okay.
Particularly with the voice.
People say I sound really cool, and I think that's all I really need.
Get out!
I'm going to slowly grab fresh cut grass and drag them out of the room.
Also,
Out!
no, this is actually important. We have a couple of companions who are out right now on an errand, but they will be joining us here shortly, I assume. A small man named Orm, he's a halfling, very agile, brown hair, and a wonderful friend, her name is Laudna. She is...
Walking cadaver.
Dead, yeah.
She can be intimidating in her presence.
Dark hair, beautiful,
Fine,
Gorgeous.
great.
Rotting.
has a rat.
I will notify the staff. Just leave.
Thank you. Orem, Laudna. They're joining us.
Very
Thank
well.
you.
Oh, well, we lost him.
Right as you guys
Whoever
are
they were.
pushed out from the chamber of your conversation, you hear the terrifying whispers of Laudna into your mind.
Oh, perfect timing.
Long, long, long.
Don't do it. Don't start that.
Yeah, we don't want to decide that you like smelled bad or something.
Hey, I'm not the one that's covered in dirt.
Yeah, you introduced yourself as being covered in shit, Liam. It's true.
Cross campaign wounds.
Go back to episode 1.
Did you learn anything when I was gone? Any info?
We learned that. Oh, that's right. You weren't with us. We learned there's been a series of disappearances, and there's about 6 people missing.
6.
They have no obvious relation to each other.
No obvious relation.
Other than the fact that they all disappeared here either during or after a show. Also just learned that there's a whole stack of cat costumes back there. Yeah. They look very jellical.
I grab one.
Why do they all have little buttholes sewn onto them?
They look added later, but then some of them look like they were taken off.
That was not my artistic vision. That was specifically Stuvan's interest to try and rebrand the show. It's not great. I do not recommend it.
This one wears Converse. Oh, so weird. Interesting choice.
And a voice from inside goes, "All right, let them in." Door opens. Immediately as the door opens, you smell this strong, flowery perfume that just like a punch of Sephora just hits you as a wave. The door opens up on the inside. There is an office that is decorated in garish pinks and yellows. And you can see on this, not even a desk, but like a curved table, an older gnomish woman. Who looks to be what would be the human equivalents of her 50s or so, later 50s, in this like curled, almost beehive hair that looks like it's bright, vibrant red, but you can see it's graying at the edges that you can't tell if that's natural or the dye is fading. She has these elongated glasses that come to horned edges, and just the makeup is glorious in the extravagant use of blush and reds to match the hair tone. The dress is almost flapper-tastic in the tassels that hang from it. And you can see there's a bunch of books and pages and ledgers and other things around, and what looks to be a collection box of coins. And you can see gold and silver that immediately kind of shifts underneath something before turning. How can I help y'all?
Evening.
Oh, hello. Handsome little boy, come here. I'm Tefta. It's not entirely unknown that Miss Eden Caldwell and Mr. Amir were carrying on an affair.
Eden and Amir.
Is it possible they went off to have a rendezvous in the middle of the show?
I mean, it wouldn't be the first time. This is where they came to meet up. In fact, often during intermission is when they would go ahead and go someplace no one will find them.
Have sexy time somewhere?
No, I assumed it was going to get a drink and talk about their day.
Would that be?
Or sexy.
Oh, okay. So sexy
boring.
time usually happens in the storage, not. I
They
meant.
can't get to the stores. They don't have a key.
Oh well, then where would they go?
I don't know, someplace where no one will find them.
On the premises, you think, though?
I imagine. I'm not far from it.
So we gotta find the place that even the actors didn't know to go to Bone.
All right, so we got to think about. We got to get in the headspace of people that need to.
You feel
So we
like
all just have to
somebody.
think Randy thoughts for a
Please
while.
don't. Like I don't want to know.
Around image.
You know.
We have to find the bone zone for sure.
Where would you go in here if you wanted to, engage in a little hanky-panky with someone? Where would you
You mean
go?
where have I go?
Yes, but you can't say the basement. Because that's a given.
Oh, honey, how do I narrow it down? I've left my mark up and down this theater.
Cast black light.
Do not do that!
Where would you go? Or where would it make sense to?
Well, I have access to everywhere, so I go everywhere.
All right, but meaning if you were, a mere Eden, where would you go?
I mean, likely the restrooms are elsewhere. There's not a whole lot of places of privacy around these parts. And kind of flex your eyes for a second and glance up as you see Ashton and Imogen both kind of inspecting the far back wall. And as they're inspecting it, you see the striations of the stone on the wall back split. Where an eye appears in the space. Another section opens up slightly where you can see jagged points within and tendrils. And that's where we're gonna go to break. And that is going to be an 18 against you, Laudna.
Yeah. Oh, wait, an 18?
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
because AC meets, right?
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
I'll take it.
Well, the pseudopod whips out and slams into you like a hammer. And you're like, bah! But you're adhered to it.
Oh shit! Sticky fingers.
Yeah, kind of.
You take 11 points of piercing damage.
Yikes.
Sorry, no. So this is the wrong one. I'm sorry. That's my bad. You take 11 points of bludgeoning damage.
Ouch.
Okay.
And
different for you, Laudna.
you are grappled,
Yeah. Yeah.
as you are currently held by it.
Do you think walls feel fear? Probably not.
Well, they do get their
Maybe
nails
scared of
nailed
like
into them a lot.
earthquakes and stuff. Yeah, that's
Oh yeah, I'm
true.
afraid of earthquakes. Yeah.
And then it is going to head in. It missed you with the pseudopod. It's going to try and bite you.
Just get hit with the
That is going to be a 24 to hit.
throw fun time back.
Yeah, that hits.
Yeah. You take
Close enough to be
14 points of bludgeoning damage.
Fuck off.
14 points.
Plus 11 points of acid damage.
What is happening?
As the mouth
Don't the
chomps
mouth.
into you, and you feel your shoulder and almost your neck
That's 25
get
points of
completely
damage.
consumed. You try and pull yourself out, and as you pull your arm out, you can feel the teeth breaking away, and you watch as the teeth shatter, and then more form behind it from where it was. And as you pull away, you're like, that kind of hurt. And then the saliva from the creature is now burning
Kinda
into
hurt
your
my ass.
flesh.
That really hurt.
So it's the order
This
over
way?
here.
Yeah, oh, that's
No.
kind of trippy.
Is it? Wow. Wow.
All right. You now see the semblance of the wall, the end of the hallway is shifting away and bending, and there is actually more alley behind it. This creature had positioned itself near the edge and had prematurely become the end of the alleyway, but you see edges of the wall are starting to curve away and peel as it begins to
Oh no!
slither. You see it's actually able to shift slowly in your direction. All right, that finishes your turn. It is now the creature's turn.
God damn it.
Kind of slithers upward into the space, kind of holding Laudna there as the wall moves forward.
Travis is ruining the game.
I know.
Oh no. Stop it, Travis.
Travis is
Its pseudopods kind of pull back into its body, the mouth closed. You hear,
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Oh no.
and you watch near the mouth, it begins to swell. The mouth opens
great, a
and
cone
sets
straight up.
forward this large globule of kind of greenish clear liquid that
bad feeling
explodes a little ways in front of it, just past you. I need Orem, Dorian, and Ashton to make a dexterity saving.
I have advantage on dexterity.
No, it's too.
Let's go. Keyless die.
Huh?
Nope.
Are you not in it?
No, I've got to be in it, right? Am I in it or no?
No, it is right over there.
Oh, this is a short radius.
Oh, it's like a aimed globule.
Yeah. Bleh.
Okay.
Cool.
17.
17. You take 14 points of acid damage.
What the living fuck? Okay.
9.
You take 28 points of acid damage.
Oh my fucking god.
6.
6, you take 28 points of acid damage.
What the?
I'll take 7 points of Ashton's damage.
Okay.
Right? Mm-hmm. I will absorb. Ah! 7 points.
I would give anybody. Oh my God. Well, I mean that might. Okay.
And keeps kind of shifting forward. Its tendrils now emerging from the front, and its biting mouth.
The only action it takes on its turn is the dodge action, unless you take a bonus action on your turn to command it.
There, so you can do it.
So you can do that.
Great.
Yeah, so you action create it, and then bonus action to give it.
He's gonna throw a flame seed.
All right, so you watch as Mr. leaps off of her shoulder. As it does, you watch
Sorry, Mr.
You watch this tiny monkey
How do you wanna
that
do
at this point, aside from those who traveled here with Fern, has been just this little furry monkey that stays like hidden in her hair and underneath the cloak, and occasionally emerges and screams. Now you watch as it leaps off of the shoulders. Suddenly, it bursts into flames around it, and is now this like elemental burning monkey on the ground that reaches back, grabs a chunk of monkey flame, and
Flame seed.
throws it over at this giant mouth-covered wall. Go ahead and roll an attack for it.
Okay.
That's unsanitary.
Flamin' Duke.
Well,
Just gonna throw shit at the wall.
Wow.
You see what sticks.
Oh my god. Yes, that's exactly what she's doing.
Come on, mister.
oh, lame. That's
So
8.
8 misses.
Why can't we hit this wall?
This is going very poorly.
This is a journey.
What's more stationary than a wall?
A door.
Oh yeah, the secret enemy.
The next enemy is the ground. We're just not going to be able to hit it.
It does manage to hit the wall, but this one unfortunately was not charged with the elemental fire and is literally just a smear of dookie.
Okay, I give him a little scratch on his head. It's okay, He'll get it next time.
I'm gonna cast Chromatic Orb.
Okay.
Oh. That's right, because you took that feat.
I took that feat.
Go ahead, roll the attack.
Please. Let's go, natural 20! Yes!
All right.
Plus 5, 25. Let's go.
Oh, praise the rollies, guys.
All right, so you roll first to see what damage type it is?
Do I roll or do I pick?
You choose it.
I think I choose.
Oh, do you choose it? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna choose lightning.
All right.
All right.
Bro!
That's all right.
Fuck yes!
16.
Got a sad one there, but it was.
And I think I the way I cast is I have to have a diamond. So if you were to look closely at my chest plate, right in the center, you'd notice a little princess cut diamond, and I sort of flick it into my hand and catch it, and it turns into this orb of electric energy. And I just give it the old MLB throw as hard as I can, straight down the center.
Fantastic. You rolled 3d8, right?
What?
You rolled 3d8?
I did, and it gave me a 16.
So 16, that's with the double?
What'd you say?
You rolled 8?
No, I got 7, 1, 8, so 16.
But you can then double it because you rolled a
You rolled a
You're
natural
not
20, so
double
it's
your
double the
dice.
dice.
Oh, so 32?
How do you want to do that? Its turn was next. I'm so pissed.
Well, just like I said, except 10 times cooler.
Yeah. So as you flick up the diamond and grab it and then release the orb,
cool.
what happens?
Ooh, as I throw it, it just goes from this tiny little thing, gets a little bigger until it looks like just a tiny little orb. And as it shoots forward, it just gets faster and faster until it's almost like a fucking bullet, and it just goes dunk right in the fucking iris of its eyes, and sort of buries its way into its eye slowly.
Okay. As the wall is standing there, all the friends being dragged in, its mouth open, you can see it's in the process of getting ready to stuff Orem into its giant toothy maw.
Yeah.
And as everyone has this look of despair and fear on their face, you watch as it just spins and crashes right into its eye, and as it impacts, the wall seems to lock and freeze. And you watch what seems like time everywhere else slows down, except for the one slight spin of this arcane bolt that begins to just corkscrew in and burrow into the eye. And as it does, it tries to close the lid, and as the lid closes, you can see the blue glow behind the flesh of the light that's getting brighter and brighter. At which point, arcs of energy begin to shock through it as blue lightning begins to just tear open gashes and sores across his body. The bits of wall-like texture and brick you see begins to just turn into this odd, gray, sundered flesh, and the wall begins to just... and you see as it begins to just vomit kind of a dark, bloody ichor out of its mouth. Other mouths begin to appear in the spaces and then go slack and vanish. The eye itself closes, tries to open elsewhere, but the pupil itself is disintegrated. As it begins to take a step forward and then another step forward, your friends begin to push away. You manage to free yourself from the wall, and as you all step back to join Dorian at the end of the alleyway against the wall, you watch as it and collapses into the ground.
I think we might have found your patron gobbler thing. It was hard to explain.
A wall that eats.
Okay, not so hard to explain. It was a wall. It was a scary wall.
Looks over, and it's still there. Like, it still has its wall-like form in places. It's just dead.
We broke the fourth wall.
How dare you?
It all led to this. It all led to this.
Oh, man.
Very experimental.
My fucking God.
Amazing.
Oh, Campo looks at you and just goes, fuck you. That's actually pretty good.
Maybe I'll use it in auditions.
What the fuck is that?
Do you need something?
Travis, you want to come to the table?
What's happening? He just died! And he was trolling us on text all night!
Thank God, he finally stopped texting us.
Where'd he go? No more screen grab.
If you'd like to ask the question once more to the target of your message.
I don't even remember what I said.
Do you want something?
Need something, want something?
You want something?
Who is that?
Oh no.
Who's speaking, please?
It's oh no.
Oh no.
And I just wave over here.
How are you doing that?
The same way you're doing it to me. Mind powers.
That's nifty.
No, but are you gonna? I just walk over to him.
Imogen?
I'll jog along.
Who's that? Do you know that fella?
Small guy.
I'd like power walk next to Imogen.
If you would like to describe yourself, Travis.
Yeah. You see, post up against the wall, cloak and hood pulled over his head. You see tufts of silvery gray hair shooting out over his ears, some silvery gray hair shooting out of his ears, and a nice little knit beanie cap pulled tight with little ear straps. He's got a leather chest harness and some pretty muscly, sinewed arms, along with some looks to be woodworking tools from his hips and waist, and some nicely pointy-toed boots.
What's his lineage?
He's a gnome. He's a gnome.
Roughly what age from a visual perspective?
Oh, probably somewhere around 100, 120, 100-something years old.
What kind of height are we talking about?
I'm short, motherfucker.
Shorter than me? I'm 3'3". Where you at?
I think I got you by an inch or so. Oh. I'm looking down.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you're taller than him.
Oh.
I think so. I'm not sure.
You're not sure?
I might be on my tippy toes. Gotta put out a different vibe for these strangers.
That's where it lifts. Like just shoes with a quarter
I'm up
on
against the wall, so the heels, I just
Dutch
lift them
claws.
up and then rest them against the back. So my calves don't cramp.
Who are you?
Who are you?
Are you one of the contractors? I see you have woodworking tools.
You know, I am. I like working with wood very much. No, I saw around the corner all of you handle whatever that was.
You decided to just stand there and not come help?
Well, fuck yes! That thing had tendrils, and all of a sudden you were there, and you whack, got pulled in, and you got spit back out, and then he's fucking face down in the middle of the street.
Fair.
Do you do this regularly? Are you looking for work? No, I'm just kidding.
Oh. Do you know a patron?
No, actually, I could use some help.
Oh, you need something.
Well, yes. I need help finding someone.
What's your name, friend?
My name is Chetney.
I'm sorry, say that again. It sounded like you said
Chetney. Chetney Pockapee is my name.
Well,
Great name.
Thank you.
a little unusual.
On the tongue.
Who are you looking for?
A friend. I'm sort of new to Marquette, but I'm sort of all on my own now. It would be very, very helpful if you could help me locate him.